the most common things I see that hold like an aspiring graphic novelist up from like making that first like project is really kind of putting the focus on the wrong thing. When we read a story, we're captured initially by maybe themes or topic, right? Like a good title could catch you or a genre. But why do we follow the story? Why do we learn to love it? It's the point of view of the character and that empathy we build and that the sense that they exist in their world and that we care about them. And I think artists can really struggle to find that point of view because they're really doing all this world building, which is can get you there. But sometimes that's broadening the focus too much. Like we don't need to look at everything. We don't need to know everything about your world, but we do need to know how one particular character sees their experience. And I think that's really hard to find that point of view. Really. So that's kind of the one thing I'm always saying is like, well, what is the point of view of this world you've built?
Have you had a specific experience that you can talk about where that happened for you, where somebody identified something in your work that actually you didn't understand or see or, made a big difference?
Yeah, I think the biggest change in how I approached my storytelling was kind of a shift in knowing what the audience needed from me to enjoy my story and what I had to say. Because like there's many ways to have a conversation with somebody and the way you convey it, like your tone and your voice and like your friendliness is going to help people access that information. So for me with my book Shark Summer, it was the creation of this character Elijah that really locked in how people were going to enter into this world and go on this like Scooby-Doo-ish mystery and deal with like the themes and all the stuff I wanted to talk about in my story. And Elijah is like the essence of friendship. He's the one that holds the group together. He's like organized, but also like doesn't have enough experience to really be organized. You're like rooting for him and he's helping things move forward. And he's like really bringing the reader in. And for that trilogy of books, he is the one consistent character. It's like thematically a series, but all the other characters swap out except Elijah because for me, he became the key to guiding people through this like journey of a story I had to tell. And if I had a lot of back and forth with refining him and figuring out exactly what his personality was. And when I locked it in, I really realized I could kind of tell any story as long as he was present. And I never knew how to look at my storytelling that way. I just thought if my idea is interesting enough, people will want to join me. But it really is like the character that takes you through it. And finding that character is so important.
So was it Andrea who was giving you that feedback that helped you with Elijah?
Yeah. My editor, Andrea Colvin, really, in the kindest, most strategic also way, she would kind of plant the seed that Elijah really captured her heart. I mean, she would constantly be talking about him and not being like, you need to focus on this. She's like, oh, I just love what Elijah's doing and all these things. And it really kind of planted the seeds of how potential readers were going to respond to this story. They wanted to see what his experience was and where that took him. And she was really teaching me that without like directly teaching me that. And that was a huge kind of next level lesson beyond other things I thought I had taught myself about telling a story. It was like, what does the audience need? And she was being my audience in that way.